Thank you for joining us as we gather to discuss an exciting and transformative moment for the city of Rockville.
Woo! Hoy, mientras nos reunimos para discutir momentos emocionantes y transformadores para la ciudad de Rockville.
My name is Aiden Aaron. I'm here today representing CASA, and as an immigrant myself, I'm very excited to be a part of this campaign.
Mi nombre es Claudia, estoy aquí hoy representando a CASA como inmigrante y madre de 3 hijos. Estoy orgullosa de ser parte de esta campaña.
We're here today representing and uplifting the voices of thousands of CASA members who call the city of Rockville home. Rockville also happens to be the home of the CASA Welcome Center, which services thousands of working-class families, immigrants, Black and brown residents.
Y hoy estamos aquí representando y elevando las voces de miles de miembros de CASA que llaman hogar a la ciudad de Rockville. También es el hogar del centro de bienvenida de CASA, que presta servicios a miles de familias de clase trabajadora, inmigrantes, residentes negros y morenos.
Rockville residents, on November 7th, you will have the opportunity to make history, foster inclusivity, and strengthen every member of your community.
Residentes de Rockville, el 7 de noviembre del 2023 tendrán la oportunidad de hacer historia, fomentar la inclusión y fortalecer a cada miembro de su comunidad.
We're joined by dozens of City of Rockville residents and local organizations to uplift the upcoming election and referendum, which carries within it the promise of a brighter and more equitable future for all of us.
Nos acompañan docenas de residentes de la ciudad de Rockville y organizaciones locales para elevar las próximas elecciones y referéndum, que conllevan la promesa de un futuro más brillante y equitativo para todos nosotros.
This referendum, comprised of 4 very important questions, can reshape the future of our community, extending a hand of hope and progress to working-class families, immigrants, and the Black and brown communities that enrich our diverse social fabric.
Este referéndum, compuesto por 4 preguntas muy importantes, puede remodelar el futuro de nuestra comunidad, extendiendo una mano de esperanza y progreso a las familias de clase trabajadoras, los inmigrantes y las comunidades negras y morenas que enriquecen nuestro tejido social diverso.
Let's take a moment to reflect on these referendum questions, each of which symbolize progress toward building a just and equitable Rockville.
Tomemos un momento para reflexionar sobre estas preguntas de referéndum, cada una de las cuales simboliza el progreso hacia la construcción de un Rockville más justo y equitativo.
Question 1, lower the voting age to 16. This question recognizes our youth's invaluable perspective and potential. By extending the right to vote to 16-year-olds, we, the next generation, shape the decisions that will affect their lives. It is an investment in their future and the city's future.
Pregunta número 1. Reducir la edad para votar a los 16 años. Esta pregunta reduce la perspectiva y el potencial de evaluar a nuestra juventud al ampliar el derecho al voto a los jóvenes de 16 años. Empoderamos a las próximas generaciones para que den forma a las decisiones que afectarán sus vidas. Es una inversión en su futuro y en el futuro de la ciudad.
Question 2, allowing non-citizens to vote. This question highlights the principles of inclusivity and belonging. It acknowledges the contribution of our non-citizen residents who pay Rockville taxes and use public services such as schools and transportation. Allowing immigrants to vote in local elections sends a message that residents, regardless of their citizenship status, are valued contributors to Rockville's growth and development.
Pregunta número 2. Permitir que los ciudadanos voten. Esta pregunta destaca los principios de inclusión y pertenencia. Reconoce las contribuciones de nuestros residentes, no ciudadanos, que pagan impuestos de Rockville y utilizan los servicios públicos como escuelas y transportes. Permitir que los inmigrantes voten en las elecciones locales envía el mensaje de que los residentes, independientemente de su estatus de ciudadanía, son valiosos, contribuyentes en el crecimiento y desarrollo de Rockville.
Question 3. Setting term limits. Did you know that currently there are no term limits for elected officials in Rockville? Term limits are a testament to the spirit of democracy. They ensure that power is never concentrated in the hands of a few for too long. By setting term limits, we encourage fresh perspectives and prevent the entrenchment of power, allowing new voices to emerge and represent our diverse community.
Pregunta número 3. Establecer límites de mandato. ¿Sabía que actualmente no existen límites de mandato para los funcionarios electos de Rockville? Los límites de mandato son un testimonio de espíritu de democracia. Garantizan que el poder nunca se concentre en manos de unos pocos durante demasiado tiempo. Al establecer límites a los mandatos, fomentamos nuevas perspectivas y evitamos el afianzamiento del poder, permitiendo que surjan nuevas voces que representen a nuestra comunidad diversa.
Question 4. Creating representative districts. Creating representative districts is fundamental to ensuring every corner of our city is heard and served. By breaking the city of Rockville into districts, we ensure that every neighborhood has a say in how Rockville is governed, because elected officials residing in their community better understand local needs.
Pregunta número 4. Crear distritos representativos. Crear distritos representativos es fundamental para garantizar que cada rincón de nuestra ciudad sea escuchada y atendida. Al dividir la ciudad de Rockville en distritos, nos aseguramos de que cada vecindario tenga voz y voto en cómo se gobierna en Rockville, porque los funcionarios electos que residen en su comunidad comprenden mejor las necesidades locales.
These questions allow us to promote a stronger, fairer, and more democratic Rockville. It's an opportunity to create a city that reflects our values, which are fairness, inclusivity, and justice for all.
Estas preguntas nos permiten promover un Rockville más fuerte, más justo y más democrático. Es una oportunidad para crear una ciudad que refleje nuestros valores, equidad, inclusión y justicia para todos.
We're proud to announce the creation of Rockville Residents for Democracy, a coalition of local city residents, dedicated volunteers, and organizations such as CASA, united in their mission to see this referendum question succeed. We are committed to ensuring our residents are informed, engaged, and empowered to vote on November 7.
Estamos orgullosos de anunciar la creación del Comité Rockville por la Democracia, una coalición de residentes locales de la ciudad, voluntarios dedicados y organizaciones como CASA, unidos en una misión de lograr que estas preguntas del referéndum tengan éxito. Estamos comprometidos de garantizar que nuestros residentes estén informados, comprometidos y autorizados a votar el 7 de noviembre del 2023.
We invite you all to join us in this great effort to uplift the voices of those who have long been underrepresented and to work together to build a Rockville that truly represents the dreams and aspirations of every citizen.
Los invitamos a todos a unirse a nosotros en este gran esfuerzo para elevar las voces de aquellos que durante mucho tiempo han estado subrepresentados y trabajar juntos para construir un Rockville que realmente represente los sueños y la aspiración de cada ciudadano.
A yes vote on all these ballot measures is not just a vote for a change, it's a vote for the future and for a Rockville that's stronger and more inclusive than ever.
Un voto sí a todas estas medidas electorales. No es solo un voto a favor del cambio, es un voto por un futuro, por un Rockville que sea más fuerte, más justo e inclusivo que antes.
And with that, I want to introduce our first speaker. Please give a warm welcome to Rosie Clemens-Cope from Sunrise Rockville.
Hello, Rockville!
What's going on?
We are unstoppable. A better world is possible. 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 I'm Rosie Clemens-Cope. I'm a 10th grader at Richard Montgomery High School, and I'm 15 years old. Show me what community looks like. This is what community looks like. Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Woo! This summer and fall, my friends and I have canvassed areas of Rockville to talk to our neighbors about the historic expansion of voting rights on the ballot for our city on Election Day, November 7. We are here to stand in support of the proposals to give residents age 16 and up the freedom to vote in Rockville city elections, the voters that we talk to stand for voting rights for non-citizens and people 16 plus. As I've talked to my friends and neighbors, I've seen that many people support these proposals. They feel it would benefit our community to engage 16-year-olds in the civic duty of voting, give non-citizens representation in our local elections, and create representative districts for our city. For Rockville youth, this is an incredible opportunity to develop a sense of civic responsibility and increase our interest and engagement in the political process of democracy. The expansion of voting rights to youth and non-citizens would build a more informed and inclusive Rockville community for years to come. There is no question as to whether 16-year-olds would be able to understand and manage the right to vote. In Montgomery County, 16-year-olds can already pre-register to vote and be election workers. We've been out in the streets canvassing time after time. Young people in Rockville are already informed and engaged in the political process. We can handle the responsibility of educating ourselves about candidates and current issues, as well as getting out the vote. Speaking of getting out the vote, 16 and 17-year-olds in Tacoma Park are already participating in democracy as engaged citizens. In the 2020 Tacoma Park city election, they had the highest voter turnout rate of any age group. Because of Rockville's diversity and large population, this would be a historic expansion of voting rights for our country. Youth's pivotal position for the future of humanity makes this expansion of voting rights even more important. Young people at this moment in time are unique and important history because we are the first generation that will experience climate change that will destroy homes, habitats, and entire communities, but we are the last generation that can do anything about it. Through my activism for local and national climate justice and policy, I see youth stepping forward to participate in climate activism, to speak to their communities, to organize movements of young people, and engage their peers. Voting gives us some power to shape our future, and with that power, we will change the world. Our city, our own Rockville, can lead the nation in protecting, strengthening, and expanding the right to vote, and in addition, make voting more equitable. People, no matter their age or citizenship status, should be able to express their opinions and issues through voting, because city issues directly affect all of our lives. I'm so grateful to live in Rockville City and this historic opportunity to support expansion of voting rights. This comes down to all Rockville voters. So I urge you, vote for a Rockville where young people are engaged with our community issues. Vote for a Rockville where young people can help address problems in our schools that really only students know about. Vote for a Rockville where young people can give input on challenges that deeply affect us. Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Thank you.
¿Qué queremos? Que bajen la edad para votar. ¿Qué queremos?
Que bajen la...
Que bajen la edad para votar.
¿Qué queremos?
Bajen la edad para votar.
Thank you, Rosie, for reminding us that our youth voice is essential in saying yes to democracy. And I want to welcome our next speaker. Please give a warm welcome to Amira Hassan from Young People for Progress.
Good evening, and thanks to everybody who joined us today. My name is Amira Hassan. I was born and raised in Montgomery County, and I'm a proud graduate of Montgomery College, Rockville. I stand before you today as Young People for Progress's campaign organizer, and we're an organization dedicated to creating political power among young people in Montgomery County, Maryland. We believe that it is essential to create a more racially just society, and one way to do that is by lowering the voting age to 16 in Rockville, Maryland. Rockville is the 4th largest city in the state. It proudly holds the title of the 8th most diverse city in the United States, with 1/3 of its residents born outside the U.S. Young people under the age of 18 play an integral role in this beautiful mosaic and city of cultures. They are not just passive bystanders, they are actively engaged in their city, their families, and their communities. They're employed, support their families, pay Rockville taxes, including paying for this very election, and are vital contributors to our local economy. Furthermore, our young residents, just like adults, are affected by the same pressing issues. For example, youth, especially Black and Latino youth, are over-policed, which can disrupt their families and overall well-being. We shouldn't silence their voices in our political processes. We should be empowered to engage with the system so that young people can drive the change that they need and deserve. When young people are engaged in the voting process at an early age, they're more likely to become lifelong voters. Their early involvement instills a sense of civic duty and a connection to the democratic processes that can last a lifetime, resulting in a generation of informed citizens who will continue to advocate for positive change. By extending voting rights to 16 and 17-year-olds in Rockville, we affirm what we already know, that young residents are essential members of our community. We celebrate their contributions, we hear their concerns, and we empower them to shape the future of our city. In doing so, we take a significant step towards creating a more equitable society for everyone. It's time for Rockville to be a national leader for democracy. Vote yes on question number 1 on the referendum on November 7th. Thank you.
¿Qué queremos? Voto de nuevos ciudadanos. ¿Qué queremos?
Voto de nuevos ciudadanos.
¿Qué queremos?
Voto de nuevos ciudadanos.
Thank you, Amira, for uplifting our youth. And I want everyone to give a huge welcome to our next speaker, Rafael Lacayo from CASA.
¿Qué queremos? Referéndum. Sí al referéndum. Muy buenas noches a todos. Mi nombre es Rafael Lacayo. Soy miembro de CASA y también un orgulloso inmigrante y residente desde hace 20 años aquí en la ciudad de Rockville.
Good evening. My name is Rafael Lacayo. I am a CASA member and also a proud immigrant and resident of 20 years here in the beautiful city of Rockville.
Hoy estoy aquí para hablarles sobre la importancia del voto de no ciudadano en esta elección que se aproxima y del papel significativo en la vida política y social en nuestra comunidad acá en Rockville.
Today, I'm here to speak to you about the importance of saying yes to non-citizen voting in this upcoming referendum and its significant role in our Rockville community's political and social life.
Los inmigrantes somos una comunidad diversa y en constante crecimiento en la que desempeñamos un papel vital en la construcción de un lugar vibrante y prósperos para todos.
Immigrants are a diverse and constantly growing community in which we play a vital role in building a vibrant and prosperous place for all.
Los inmigrantes hemos enriquecido nuestra ciudad de innumerables maneras, contribuyendo con trabajos, talento y cultura, haciendo de Rockville un lugar más dinámico y acogedor. Pero nuestra influencia no se detiene ahí. Nuestro voto es una herramienta poderosa que puede impulsar cambios y la representación en nuestra comunidad.
Immigrants have enriched our city in countless ways. Contributing to our work, talent, and culture makes Rockville more dynamic and welcoming. But our influence doesn't stop there. Our vote is a powerful tool to drive change and representation in our communities.
Al impulsar nuestro voto, participamos activamente en el proceso democrático, al ejercer nuestro derecho al voto que nos ayuda a dar formas y políticas de decisiones que afectan en nuestras vidas, así como la de nuestros vecinos. Este voto es un acto de empoderamiento que promoverá la inclusión y la diversidad en la toma de decisiones locales.
By promoting our vote, we actively participate in the democratic process by exercising our right to vote, which helps us shape the policies and decisions that affect our lives and those of our neighbors. This vote is an act of empowerment that will promote inclusion and diversity in local decision-making.
Rockville es un reflejo de la riqueza de culturas y experiencias de todo el mundo. Al dar voz a los inmigrantes a través del voto, estaremos garantizando que las políticas de la ciudad sean más inclusivas y representen verdaderamente nuestra diversa población. Esto no solo enriquece nuestra democracia, sino que también refuerza los lazos de unión con nuestros ciudadanos.
Rockville reflects the richness of cultures and experiences from around the world. By giving immigrants a voice through voting, we ensure that city policies are more inclusive and truly represent our diverse population. This not only enriches our democracy, but also strengthens the ties of unity within our citizens.
En la historia del pasado, muchas naciones han prosperado gracias a la diversidad e inclusión, y Rockville no es la excepción. Alentamos a los ciudadanos de Rockville a registrarse y salir a votar para que juntos podamos construir un futuro más brillante para nuestra ciudad.
There you go. Many nations in past history have prospered through diversity and inclusion, and Rockville will be no exception. We encourage Rockville residents to register and get out to vote to build a brighter future for our city.
En conclusión, reiteramos que el voto de los inmigrantes es la fuerza poderosa que puede unir nuestra comunidad y garantizar un futuro más inclusivo e equitativo. Por todas estas razones, instamos a todos los residentes de la ciudad a apoyar el referéndum y a decir sí a la democracia, votando sí a las preguntas del referéndum. Muchas gracias. ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí al referéndum!
In conclusion, we reiterate that the immigrant vote is a powerful force that can unite our community and ensure a more inclusive and equitable future. For all these reasons, we urge all city residents to support the referendum and say yes to democracy by voting yes on all referendum questions. Yes, we can. ¡Sí se puede!
¡Sí se puede!
Thank
¿Qué
you.
queremos? Voto de no ciudadanos. ¿Cuándo lo queremos? Ahora.
What do we want? Non-citizen voting. When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Non-citizen voting.
When do we want it?
Now.
Thank you. I want to introduce our next speakers, Norma Guardado and Sabrina Lavaroni.
Mi nombre es Norma Guardado, soy de El Salvador, soy madre latina, estoy en este país por 19 años. Estoy aquí como canvasser porque creo que los latinos tenemos una parte fundamental para hacer cambios, aquí en Rockville y en muchas partes. Como latina me siento comprometida a hacer cambios y llevar la voz y el voto para las personas que no lo pueden hacer. Invito a todas las personas que se registren y que digan sí a las 4 preguntas en el referéndum, porque todos podemos crear un mejor mundo, un mejor lugar. Así que sí al voto del referéndum. ¡Se puede!
Hi, my name is Sabrina, and I'm a canvasser here with CASA. I just want to stress the importance about voting and civic engagement, as every vote is a voice and a chance for change. We're out here door knocking and canvassing to get rally support for the Rockville referendum. We hope that everyone votes yes for the 4 questions and supports democracy for Rockville.
¡Sí se puede! 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 ¡Sí se puede!
All right. Thank you, everyone. We want to thank all the residents, organizations, and allies for standing with us this evening. We also want to give a special thanks to all our speaking guests today. For more background and information on the referendum questions and how to get involved, please visit wearecasa.org, keyword Rockville for Democracy. You can also visit rockville.gov.
Queremos agradecer a todos los residentes, organizaciones, aliados que estuvieron con nosotros esta noche. También queremos agradecer especialmente a nuestros invitados que hablaron hoy.
Thank you guys.
¿Qué queremos? Sí a la democracia. ¿Qué queremos? Sí a la democracia de Rockville.